Okay, that's just some truck making a bunch of smoke. And there he goes. Yeah, see, look at that. It caught my attention by all the smoke that thing was making. It's funny. What is that? Another fire? A vehicle fire? No, it's not a vehicle fire. Anyways, today's date is what's today's date? July 28th. I'm doing my morning hike routine. And totally digging it. It's a little warmer today, but still not summer. Not summer on July 28th. We're almost getting into August and we still have not had a hot day. It's like, what the heck, man? Why? Why no heat? I get to hike out every day now. Because I can't make the excuse and go, oh, it's too hot. It's too hot. I can't go hiking today. Nope, can't make that excuse. So here's all the other trails. Mission Trail. See, oh, there's some people over there. I thought I saw some people. Where did I see them? Oh, right there. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, I'm wearing a hat today because I ordered some sunglasses. I've got a blind spot in my right eye now in July. And the eye doctor says it's probably because slow deterioration due to too much sun, stuff like that. So, wearing a hat, got some sunglasses. Hopefully I don't go completely blind. That could get real boring real quick if you can't, you know, go driving around and going hiking and do whatever you want. All you can do is sit around and have all your wealth stolen from you by everything that's looking to. Yeah, that would suck. No thank you. Okay, I don't know why. For some reason the past week or two haven't had not one fly attack me, not one bug, nothing. So I think what happened is that the drought got to them. Oh look, something to zoom in on. Should I zoom in on that? I got my zoom camera. Nah, I don't think so. I've done that enough times. Today will just be scenery day. No zooming on airplanes and cool military gadgets. Yeah, this is San Diego, so this is a military town. Even though I've never been in the military, my whole social life has been pretty much taken care of by the Navy. This is a Navy town. I first made good friends with the Navy back in 1986 when I threw a party for him on Fiesta Island. I gave them a week's notice and they took to it, boy. About 200 people showed up. I was like, holy smokies. I arrived in my old 72 Mustang with the big fat tires in the back and the side chrome pipes with Susie, 18-year-old Susie with me. And oh boy, I was an instant celebrity with the Navy. And we had everything at that party. And just like Popeye, there a fight broke out, and it was like a big ball of dust in the dirt with arms and legs sticking out, just like in a Popeye cartoon. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And they didn't really hurt each other. It was just kind of more of a battle of the wits, just like pro wrestling or something, you know. It was really strange to see that all the Navy cliches are true that I used to see in the Popeye cartoons. In 1972, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the creator of Popeye hosted his own program, live program of him. Talks to you about the cartoons, and then he plays a few cartoons, and he comes back and talks to you again. I forget the guy's name. He was pretty old back in 1972. So that's where I learned my Navy subculture, was from Popeye cartoons, right? We're thinking to myself as a teenager, or no, how old was I in 86? 21. So thinking to myself, oh, that's just all Hollywood bullshit. I'm sure the subculture, you know, is just bullshit, right? No, a lot of it's not. Yeah, so anyways, after the 86 party, I suddenly, my whole life for about 25, 30 years there was pretty much, my social life was pretty much mostly Navy people in the Navy. There's Jeremy Parker. He would work on the Black Hawk helicopters on the Navy ships. He was a helicopter mechanic. He'd hang out a lot. He's from Colorado. I kept in contact with him when he moved back to Colorado over the internet on Yahoo back in the early 2000s. That's pretty much the last time I heard from him. It was the early 2000s when he was living back in Colorado. Just a tiny little tip of the iceberg example right there with Jeremy Parker. His CB handle was Sick Puppy, because people used to call him a sick puppy. Or should I say Navy handle? Okay, I wasn't able to get the airplane. I guess I just couldn't get a focus on it. Sometimes the camera does good, sometimes I can't get it at all. Anyways, that's the Coronado Bridge. And then there's downtown. Let's see if I can spot my neighborhood, shall we? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. The sprawl is so huge and... Okay, wait, let me see. I think I spot my neighborhood from here. I was thinking maybe if I can spot the 805 bridge, I can go from there. So that looks like that's the 805 bridge. Coming around, down, and then I'm lost. Dang it. Yeah, see, it's kind of hard. So there's Mission Valley Hills, right? The bridge. And then, where's the college? Where's the college? Where's the college? Gotta spot SDSU College. I think that'd be the only big thing I'd be able to spot. Nah, everything looks the same. Yeah. tell. Maybe that kind of looks similar to that. My area. Actually, my area looks similar to everything here, so never mind. No, nothing doing, man. That's all I could spot was 805 Bridge. I think that's what that was. Ah, that breeze feels so good. Okay, July 28th, 2025. Still got that onshore breeze, keeping it nice and cool, yo. Thought I'd just show the view again today. Most of my videos have been coming up here lately. I haven't posted my last one yet. Although my last one has some good shots of airplanes and stuff. I caught a really good one of Miramar fighter jet coming in and landing on my last video. The one before this one. Which I have not posted yet. I made it. It's up there. It's on private. Still haven't decided a title for it, so I gotta come up with a title first. It took a while to process it. It's only 30 minutes long, but man, that stuff takes a long time. So anyways, I wasn't gonna film, but the weather's so clear, you could see really far today. Wow. When you get to the top, it always feels good. Hey, Screech! There's Screech. Hey, Screech! Won't you come here and say hi? Sometimes I'll run into the same hawk and they'll screech back at me. Because they go, I know you. Sometimes. That's rare though. I'll come up to Mission Trail and I'll come across a hawk that I saw at my house and they'll say something back. That's very rare. I think that's only happened to me like twice. Oh wow, look at that plane right there. Oh man, I gotta film that. That looks like a big one. He's gone now. That's my camera I usually use. They no longer sell this camera. The 90 by zoom. I couldn't find it. I hope they bring it back. But see, this is the 90 by, the one with the awesome zoom. I guess a lot of people don't like it because it's not super perfect if you don't hold super still when you go in with the full zoom. Personally, I love it. I don't care it's not perfect. I like it. I think it's great fun. For a camera where you're not spending mass amount of money. In fact, you couldn't spend a mass amount of money and get this camera that's similar to this. So that sucks. So I don't know what they're going to do. I'm sure the camera company will do something. I'm not worried about it. They're always coming up with something that's really great. So the technology is so awesome nowadays. I'm probably sure they probably already replaced it to something that's even better, with better technology. And I'm not spotting it. I'm just out of the loop of knowing what's going on. right? So I'm sure they'll come up with something. But for now, this thing's very valuable to me. This is the greatest camera in the world for, you know, my type of photography that I like to do, which is, you know, whatever you want to call that. Go right ahead. Yeah. So what am I going to do next? Well, next I want to get a rack for my truck. That's going to be 300 bucks. That's a lot cheaper than hiring somebody to do all the stuff that I need to do to use that rack for, because I need to be able to haul 12-foot sections of carpet and 12-foot lumber boards. Although, I'll do the 12-foot lumber boards, I may as well, because I want to fix the condo up to be maximum condition. So, even though it's not necessary to sell it, but I want it maximum condition. I don't want to hear complaining, which means new carpet, which I'll start out with smaller projects with the carpet and see how I do, which I'm sure I'll do just fine. It's just going to take a long time. Give me another 2 years. This is another 2 years worth of work I'm talking about here. 2 years. I should drop in and bust out the GoPro and show my progress, because I've got the cabinets done. I just finished the kitchen door. I just finished the upstairs sliding glass door. That turned out great. The kitchen door didn't turn out super perfect, but it's exactly what I wanted. I mean, I didn't want to replace the entire frame, so I just replaced the bottom part of the frame of the kitchen door. That was rotted out when I moved in 1996, so I had to replace that this year finally. So how many years is that since 1996? Okay, so this is 2025, so that's 28 years I procrastinated. Hey, is that a record? Anybody procrastinated more than 28 years before? Now I'm real good at that. Now I'm going to procrastinate 2 more years on new projects that I thought of, right? Yeah, just call me the Blue Flyer procrastinator. Yay me. So yeah, I'll do that on next scene. It's coming up. I'll drop by and do that real quick. It's just gonna be a quick video, I guess. Turned out kind of good, I guess. I went to the hardware store to try and get wood to replace the bottom part of the frame, and they didn't have anything there that was the right size. I was like extremely shocked. They used to have it there when I was researching it about 10 years ago, and they had everything I need. Now there's nothing there. Both hardware stores, they didn't have it. And I searched for hours too at all the hardware stores. I went and searched 3 of them, 2 Home Depots and a Lowe's. They didn't have any of that wood, any of the right size, except for some of the molding was close. But one of the moldings didn't have it all, so I had to make my own. Really weird. So a lot of stuff like that, weird stuff going on. I think it's from people committing suicide, taking the you-know-what. Doing you-know-what. But I can't say it because I'm talking on a government-controlled website, so you're not allowed to say certain things because the TV controls what they want people to believe. Yep, that's why. For sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, I always got to film this part. This is my favorite part to film. See that? The air just keeps getting clearer. Oh my gosh. Now just come during the week, there's less people. Not that that matters. It's actually better going, when you go on a trail like this, it's better when there's more people, because the type of people who go up the hard trails are really cool. They don't bully because they're busy exercising. They get their stress out on exercise. So they're kind of cool to be around. This is the best spot here on this hill. And you can see it for miles too. You can go down there to that trail and look at it and see this right here. See this part on the hillside? That's how you can spot where it is by this area. And there's Dragonfly. Hey, Draggy. What you doing, buddy? Oh, yeah, you doing good? You getting all that flying around pretty good? Yeah, I talk to dragonflies because I hear they're ET, right? One of my UFO dissertations was talking about dragonflies. Yeah, they look like ET. They use dragonflies in the latest what do they call that movie from the 80s? They made a remake of it. Sandstorm or something. I forget the name of it. Mist? No, that's not it. But you know, it's one of those on Another Planet movie, and they had dragonfly helicopters. I forget the name of it. But the reason why I forget the name of it is because it's not my favorite movie. In fact, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the one with Sting back in the 80s. Sting starred in it, and it was like boring. And then they remade it, and that was looking up on the special effects and everything, but then they managed to make it boring by having most of the movie you staring at some actor's face staring at something. And I can't stand long scenes of that. I find that very boring. It's like, I don't want to stare at somebody staring at something all day. Can we get on with the movie, please? You know, is my attitude about it. So I'm sure there's the type of audience that likes it. So sorry if you like that sort of scene where you're staring at somebody staring at something. It's like, look, I'm staring at somebody staring. Let's all stare together. Yay. Yay for staring. We can have a stare contest. I'm trying to remember the name of that. Isn't the name of the movie the name of the planet? Isn't that what it is? So the name of the planet is Spice Planet or something? Spice. Because I remember the movie was about spices. The Worms Harvest Spice, right? Yeah, I can go on about that movie all night, all day, all the way down this hill, because I didn't watch the whole thing and I don't like it, so I'll just be tripping over my memory all day. Oh, there's somebody coming up the hill. I'll be turning it off in a minute. Wow, that's steep right here. Okay, camera's getting hot too. I can give it a break. Okay, this is what the new cabinets look like, all finished up. They're completely finished. I got this dishwasher, replaced the old noisy 70s one with a newer one that I got for free on Craigslist. The old one I know is from the 70s because it's exactly the same as the one that I used in Bay Park, Claremont back in the 70s. I used to do the dishes all the time when I was a kid. We had a dishwasher back then that was exactly the same thing as what used to be right there. But it's gone now. I took it to the trash recycle yard. Also here, this is $1,900. You want to get one of these. I replaced the old 1981 stove that was there and took that to the recycle yard as well. Got this one for free on Craigslist. Yes, it works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. $1,900 if you want to get one. And of course I had to clean up this corner. This corner was in pretty bad shape. I had problems with the drywall right there. And then of course the bottom part of the door was all rotted. Both sides, see, I replaced them all the way up. All brand new wood up to there. Then you can see my seam. I didn't want to replace the whole frame. I didn't feel like it. And this is the original door, which I guess I could paint that and make it look better. Right. And of course HOA came out and they did all the painting here this year. All that trim got painted by them. They did a great job too. They didn't just throw a bunch of paint on it. They scraped it down and bondoed it and everything. So it looks pretty good. So I like it. And then there's my new door. Can you see? Yeah, this door I replaced. I got it free off Craigslist. The old one was all rotted. No, really, free. Free on Craigslist. Now the refrigerator, I bought that for $500 in 1996. It works just fine. No problems with it. Still, I just cleaned it, so it still looks nice. And of course, there's my big 50-inch TV. I got that free, Craigslist. Yeah, that's right. I ain't into paying for that shit. Got that nice chair there. I needed a nice new solid metal chair. Guess where I got that? Free, that's right. This one too, free, Craigslist. There's bicycles now. And then here's my new lights I got. Yeah, free, Craigslist, all three of them. There's another one upstairs. All matching lights I got for free, Craigslist. Now that was interesting, meeting the person that was giving those away. It was not too far from here. I seen him before up on in Mission Trails, hiking up the mountain there. That guy was ripped. That gave me those lights for free, hall lights. And here's the door completely done. Trim and everything's all done. Ready to go. See, before the trim wasn't looking so good. I did it all myself. The first contractor I called was Andersen Windows. They quoted me at $9,800 to replace this door. The guy that was answering the door was the Andersen Windows guy that I remember his voice from his Andersen Window commercials. So he was the one taking the orders on the call, on the phone there. So they came out and gave me my free quote, $9,800. I was like, no thanks. So I called some other contractor. They came out. They said $4,300. I said no thanks. And then the next one wanted $5,000 for one lousy door. I'm like, no thanks. That's okay. So the final cost on this build was about $1,900, which I thought was still kind of a lot. But that's me putting in the work myself. For them to charge that much to put in one lousy door, it's like, what, because it's 2 days worth of work. So what, is that supposed to be rocket science and brain surgery to put in a door? Dude, I don't know. I guess people who do flips are buying people to do that shit. I guess is what the deal is. So there you go. I did it myself. Yes, it was a bunch of work. It took me more than 2 days. But I took my time and I did it my way, which is better than what the contractor would have done. Contractor wouldn't have gone in and sealed all of this. I will. Contractor won't come in with a stucco patch later and make sure all of this is sealed. I will. So there you go. A million times better than paying $9,000. Good God. Need a job? Well, I just found a job for myself. There you go. Job done. I had to order the door custom, and it's smaller. This door is smaller. Back in 1999, I replaced the original door, which came out to about here, the original. And I replaced it with a smaller one. That was with a different HOA back then. It was a different HOA company back in 1999. And they didn't know that I put in a smaller door. I just got permission for them to put in a new door. So, which would turn out to be a blessing, because getting a bigger door up those stairs by yourself, yeah, I don't know. I managed to get this one up the stairs, but I don't know if I could have done a bigger, heavier door than that. Besides, that looks good to me. I like it. And I like how the curtain's got a place to sit. See that? Isn't that nice? The curtain's got a place to sit if you want the door all the way open. Because before, the curtains would have covered part of the door, right? The original door. Because these are the original curtains with the original placement from 1996, which was probably put in there before 1996. I wasn't here until then. And hear nice and quiet that is? That's a noisy, very noisy road out there. The reason this is a non-selling point of this condo is because it's right next to a busy road, right? And it's perfectly private in here. It's not a problem. Not at all.